Hello everyone, my name is Jinya. Today I will present the intermediate milestone 2. I will present my milestone 2 in 4 different parts. One is briefly conclusion of milestone 1 so that you can know the project of what I did. Second, I will present the preliminary data. Third is the early conclusion and observation, and the fourth is the future work. For the briefly conclusion of milestone 1, we know nowadays thinking computationally was a fundamental skill for everybody. Thus, more and more non-CS students begin to learn computer programming skills for many reasons. I will investigate the current situation of non-CS fields and figure out how important it is for non-CS students in natural science majors to learn computational thinking and computational programming. In this project, I will study the 4 different majors: the chemistry, physics, biological, and mechanics, while reading a lot of paper and do the survey. And through this project, I will ask 3 main questions and answer that in the end. First, is there any change of the field with the development of computer science? What is the benefit? Second, how important it is for students to learn computational thinking and computational programming skills during their study on campus and on job replacement. Third, is there some tools and platforms that existed can help students who major in non-CS fields to learn computer programming better? This is the preliminary data from the reading paper results. First is computational chemistry. Computational chemistry is a branch of chemistry that uses computer simulation to solve some chemical problems. What is the difference between before and after combining chemistry with computer science? After combining with CS, computational chemistry can affect the understanding of the way the world works, and also it can save time to deal with massive amounts of data. Moreover, it can help to design new compounds and materials, which is very important for the lab chemistry. Also, it can present the complex analysis in an understandable form. More important, it can help to extract the useful knowledge from mountains of data. Last but not least, it can help to study the fundamental properties of atoms, molecular and chemical reactions. And so there are so many benefits of the computational chemistry. It is very important for students to learn computational skills because there is a tendency to apply computational chemistry to process development and analytical chemistry in chemistry research. Also, the theory experiment can somehow support the experimental chemistry, which is very useful and important. And it also can provide more job positions, and the salary is higher if you can know how to coding and how to programming. For the tools, I found some like in the electronic structure method, the molecular dynamic simulations, the quantitative structure, and the statistical analysis. For the platform, we can learn from the Udacity, the Coursera, and Khan Academy, and so on. For the computational physics, which is the study and implementation of numerical analysis to solve problems in physics. When we compare the situation before and after combining with CS fields, the benefits shows as following. First, it can lead to advances in computers. Second, it can predict the capability similar to the traditional experimentation and theory. Moreover, it can affect the conceptual understanding of physical formulas, which is very useful because a lot of the physical formulas are very difficult to understand. Then it can help to integrate the knowledge of physics, and more important, it help to extract and analyze mountains of data. Last but not least, it can promote different learning process than ordinary physics task. So it is very important for the computational physics now. The tendency is to model the computational environment to overcome difficulties of understanding the physics formulas, and the students now study the real-world problems such as projectile motion of air resistance, which is very difficult in the lab experiment to do. Similar to the computational chemistry, it also can have more job opportunities, and the salary is also very higher. The tools to learn the computational physics, you can try the Scilab, the root, the driver simulation, the ideas from the JetBrains, and platform. The course called the Virtual 90 is very useful, and you also can search some courses in the Udacity, the Coursera, and YouTube, and so on. For the computational biological, which involves the development and application of data analytical and theoretical methods, and after combined with the CS fields, the computational biology can develop the algorithms for solving biological problems, and also help researchers make testable predictions. The predict is very important. It can save time, save the cost, and so on. Also, it can provide the new insights for the change the way biologists understanding their project and the subject. And also it can help to abstract the huge data, like the amount of DNA sequences, the gene sequences, like that. Also, it's very important for the development of the medical area, like how to discover the DNA structure. So it is very important for the students study the computational biological. The tendency now is to model the computational environment, like in the cells, in the tissues, in the organs, like that. And also it can have a huge contribute to the human medical study, also the positions, and can promote easier. There are some tools listed here, and like the involves pose models and some algorithms. Platform is the same like the Udacity and Coursera, and so on. Next is the computational mechanics. Like the computational mechanics is a discipline concerned with the use of computational methods to study phenomena governed by the principles of mechanics. After combining with the CS, the mechanics can reduce the time and effort spent on experiment and trial and error development. Also, the students can deep understanding of the natural phenomena and engineering system by learning the computational mechanics. And third, it can produce some new branch like computational structure mechanics that have never been shown before. Moreover, it increases the area of the materials design, and it also can provide the approach to analyze the complex microstructures. Most importantly, I think it will affect the security and well-being. The safety part is most important. Like the tendency now is to model the unprecedented predictive conditions like huge power. If I want to model the huge power, we cannot do that in the lab, which is very unsafety. So we can simulate that on computer, and also the contribute to the new branch and new designs. So the tools are like following and platform also similar with the other three fields. The second preliminary data is from the survey results I did, and about 67 students helped me to do the survey. Thank you very much. And I found 70% of them are non-CS students, and most of them are electrical engineering students, biology students, chemistry students, like that. And I found only 4 students are also studied for their PhD degree, master degree. 91% of them work in the company now, and 84% of them works in the position related to the CS. I think that is the reason why they want to apply for our OMSCS program. And I found most of them think that there were some changes in non-student fields with the development of computer science, like their research are more focused on the predictive analysis, and their courses and research are more related to coding, and most applications of engineering, mechanics, math, economics are now involved using computational software to get solutions. And then they found they can get more job opportunities, like they even can find the CS job positions after they graduate. In the end of the survey, students gave the reason why they are learning programming now. The main reasons are following. First, they want to deep learning their own fields, so they want to learn programming, help them to learn their own fields. The third is they feel very interesting to coding and programming. The third is they want to find the CS position, the job position after they graduate. Most of them want deep learning their own fields and find their CS job. Also, some of them gave some tools and platforms to learn CS, such as Udemy, Udacity courses, as I mentioned before. But also a lot of students don't know where they can learn, and I think we can do something to improve this situation. Like in the end, we can publish some list about the platform, so that students who study for our program can know how to learn better. The early conclusion and observation. First, the thinking computational is very important now, not only for the CS student, but also for the non-CS field students. And the situation is different with the development of CS. Even in the non-CS fields, it can have a lot of benefits. And non-CS students can benefit a lot from learning CS. There are so many tools and platforms to learn CS, but many students don't know that, so we can do some effort to do that. The non-CS students who learn CS can have more opportunities to get a job and get more salary, and I think we couldn't leave CS in the future. Live without CS. The future work, I would conclude the survey results if more responses appears, and do some more paper research and accomplish the whole problem, and then finish the project presentation, finish the project paper, and finish the final project. Thank you very much.